You have become famous through your work, The World from Above. You have flown over the world, you have seen countries of whatever shape, whatever type, whatever topography. But now you show us here in Copenhagen climate voices. Climate voices from people from all over the world. People as they live in the mountains, at the sea, in the cities, on the land. So what do these climate voices tell the politicians, the heads of state that will be meeting next week here?
From the beginning, this work from Earth from Above had changed my life. You have to understand, when I began this work, I'm flying for 30 years, and when I was in Kenya a long time ago studying lions, to make my living, I was flying with a hot air balloon, and I discovered how important was aerial photography, because show you a perspective of the territory, very important. And in '92, when it was a Rio conference, I decided to do a big work on the planet. And at this time, it was mainly trees, elephants, rhino. I was an activist, but mainly against deforestation. But at this time, it was not. We don't speak about climate change. Sustainable development was. We don't know what it means. It was something. And my work was mainly to speak about beauty of the earth and how fragile is it. And this had changed my life completely, because I think the world was more beautiful than I was thinking. I think even today, when you fly, the world is still completely magnificent, beautiful. It's a piece of art, really, And also I saw the impact of man. We have to understand of man. We have to understand that when I'm born, we were 2 billions. Now we are close to 7 billions. We are only a generation to see the population of the world triple. It's amazing. And I saw all the scientists I saw, everybody is worried. So you become worried yourself also. And I saw also the amazing work of NGO on the field. People, they don't care, they are not pessimistic, they do act, they do things, they give love. There's a lot of benevolent, I say benevolent in English, voluntary people. So really, I think engagement, the commitment, make you happy. And I think it was like a model for me, model to follow. And also something was very, very important in my work. And I think if you don't know that, you don't know the world. You don't understand the world. It's close to 2 billion people. It's very important to understand that. 2 billion people work the earth, the ground every day to feed their family with their hand. And these people are going to go the first one to suffer about the climate change. Because climate is something very, now in Europe, we don't care about climate. We care, but not so much. All the, our fruit, we have a net against storm, we have, dans les serres, comment on dit les serres en anglais? Les serres, green, everything in the greenhouse, Okay, we are suffering, but not too much. These people are suffering a lot. When I was in Mali and they told me they got the water, usually they have water in 3 months. Now they have the water in 1 month, the same amount. So it's very strong, and dry. In Kenya, the raining season came 2 months late. Was a big. This year was awful in Kenya. When you go in Bangladesh, and these people are, between the cyclone on the south and the water coming from the glacier smelting a lot. So really, I saw these people suffering, and I think we don't understand how our way of life is completely connected with these people. And this changed my life completely, and I became an activist. So people say, oh, you do beautiful picture, but in fact, I do beautiful picture because the world is beautiful, but mainly I'm trying to bring through the emotion of the beauty informations, because we need information. We don't know the world. And my work is completely evolved to bring not solution, because solution is together, but information. We must know. And I think today we live in a world we don't want to see the truth. That they completely deny. We don't want to believe what we know. This is very important. Everybody knows what is going to happen, but we don't want to believe. And my work is to bring this here. Voilà, monsieur.
we are here in Copenhagen where the heads of state will come next week,
Yeah.
and they'll have to take important decisions. Do you believe we can trust that governments will save the climate, or will it be cities that will save the climate, or people?
Bien sûr que j'ai pas la réponse. I have not the answer to that. Politics is politics. I don't like too much politics. I'm not involved in politics because often politics have la vision de l'élection, the election, because we live in democracy, and politics often are not enough courageous on my side, because we are not ready. And my work is to speak to the people of the street, the people we vote, to help the politics to take courageous decision. And I think we are not ready, ready now. And you know what I mean? I'm sure will be a lot of decision taken here. But you know, if you are not, we don't accept the decision, this decision will be never applied. You know, I think si on n'est pas prêt pour ces décisions, elles ne seront pas appliquées. Si nous n'avons pas envie. So the key is, we have the key of the things, you know, and it's not the politics. I'm completely, je suis persuadé de ça. Et qu'aujourd'hui, l'opinion publique n'est pas prête à changer son mode de vie. If you have, when I was here in a bicycle in Copenhagen, it's so nice to bike here. But why so many cars in our city? Why we don't close the city to the car sometime? Everybody's afraid of that. You know, why you say it's forbidden to be one in the car, you have to be two, that's the law. Why we don't do this? You know, everybody's afraid of it because the lobby of the people, because we are not ready. And it's a good sense to do it. We have to do it. It's, you know, to eat less meat and small, very simple things to do. And nobody's ready to do it. Look about the tuna. You know, everybody say, stop to eat red tuna. I've never seen so much sushi shop in Paris. It's ridiculous. At the same time. So, you know, it's a paradox always between our, notre intelligence, our clever, and our selfish. We don't, yeah, so it's amazing.
I think your photos and your films have certainly helped raising awareness and shaking people's minds. Have you had any let's say, positive experience where you could say, that's encouraging, I have moved something towards the better?
We have to say humble of that, and I'm doing my work, you do your work. Everybody has to do. I'm a journalist, I'm a photographer, so I'm doing my job. Filmmakers, TV things, and because we go on the TV, we become media people, and you invite me. But it's so many people doing that job. You know, an architect, how to build. I'm not going to say to an architect how to build an ecological house or to build an electric car. It's not my job. So I think together is the key. And my work is to convince people, go, we can do. It's too late to be pessimistic, but we have to go fast. And I think, frankly, we are too slow.
And we see and feel your impatience that I think we all feel. When you see all the youth standing outside, that is coming with youth groups to this climate change conference of the United Nations, when you look into their faces, do you have hope that they will become active and take your message further and our message further?
You know, I'm an optimistic person, so until the end, you're optimistic, you know, like everybody. It's a human life. Until the last minute, you're optimistic always. And I think this is, I love here, and why we came here mainly, is to meet my family, in fact, activists. You know, you work alone with your foundation in Paris, and all my foundation here with 30 people, we came in bus to meet the people who are thinking like us. And I love to see the mix of these very important people and very simple people from New Guinea. I met yesterday some young people from New Guinea. I came here, you know, protesting with climate change, and I love it. And I think here, I love the feeling that we have here. I think everybody is going on the same way, the politic, industrial. Il y a beaucoup de, I feel the positive ambiance of this meeting. Really, I'm not cynical. I'm not pessimical like, you know, people used to le cynique et le normal des journalistes is not going to work. I believe in it, and we have all to believe.